Hey, Tom Rabbit! I hope you got this for your recording. Hey, YouTube out there. Tom Rabbit likes to record these. Hey, Tom Rabbit!
Hi, Duncan.
Hey, this is Darth Dawkins. How you doing, Pinecreek?
Your voice sounds different.
Oh, okay. Let me just check the mic. How about now? Is that better?
Well, no, your voice quality, the mic quality sounds good, but your voice sounds different. Do you have like allergies or something?
No, it's me, Darth Dawkins. Now, you had mentioned that on the live stream here that you talked with me before, but you neglected to mention that our last conversation, you were entirely evasive about defending your atheistic perspective. And you wanted to change the subject to talking about Jesus rather than talk about defending your worldview. Do you recall that?
Yeah, is talking about Jesus bad?
No, but you used it as a diversionary tactic to answer questions about your worldview. Remember when
if using diversionary tactics to talk about Jesus, I think as a Christian you should love to use diversionary or to have people use that type of diversionary tactic, because isn't Christianity about Jesus? Shouldn't the focus be on Jesus?
See, you're doing it again. Okay, what I want to know from you is...
No, what I want to know from you is it bad to talk about Jesus as a diversionary tactic?
It again, you're doing exactly what you did before. I'm calling in to ask you a question about your worldview. Are you willing to answer questions about your worldview?
No, I want you to assume that I'm wrong about everything.
Okay. So you're not willing. So if you can't answer questions about your worldview, how can you say anything is reasonable? Let me ask you a question. Since you don't hold
No, I want to talk about Jesus. Can we talk about Jesus?
Okay, here we go. Here we go again. This is your
Darth Dawkins.
tactic.
Do you want to talk about Jesus? Darth Dawkins, would you want to talk about Jesus with me?
No, from you is, why are you asking?
I want to talk about Jesus. Here we have a Christian, a so-called Christian named Darth Dawkins, where an atheist is begging him to talk about Jesus, and he doesn't want to talk about Jesus.
No, because this is a diversionary tactic.
What? Okay, yes, it's a diversionary tactic because I want to talk about Jesus. It's a diversionary tactic about talking about Jesus. Is it talking about Jesus as a diversionary tactic wrong?
What you are doing is wrong, because...
Why is it wrong for me to ask a question about Jesus? Can we talk about Jesus?
Why are you cutting me off? Every time I answer, you're interrupting.
Will you talk about Jesus?
There's nothing new that I could tell you about Jesus that you don't already know. You have explained.
I want to know.
You're over talking me again. Why do you keep cutting me off?
I want to ask you.
Why are you being so rude every time I talk?
I want to ask you questions. What you believe about Jesus? Can we do that?
You a question, okay?
No. I want to ask you a question about why you believe in Jesus. Is it wrong for an atheist to ask your views on Jesus?
I want the YouTube audience to know this is...
You have zero control here, Darth. This is my channel. You have zero power, zero control. But I will talk to you about Jesus if you want to talk about Jesus.
Okay, so you don't...
I will talk to you about Jesus because Jesus is the foundation of Christianity, yes?
So in other words...
Is Jesus the foundation for Christianity?
Yeah, see, this is what...
Do you want to just... I've already answered your question. You asked me, do you want to talk about such and such, my worldview? I said no. Now I'm going to ask you, do you want to talk about Jesus? And then all you have to say is no, and then the conversation's over.
Okay, what don't you know about Jesus?
No, I want to know what you know about Jesus.
Okay, you know what my views on Jesus are.
No, I do not know your views about Jesus.
Yeah, we've discussed it before.
No,
now,
barely.
No,
you may not ask me. I already said I will not answer your questions about my worldview. I want you to assume I'm wrong and inconsistent. I want you to believe that and assume that about me. And I want you to help me understand Christianity from your vantage point. I want to talk about Jesus from your vantage point. Can we talk about Jesus? Can I ask you questions about Jesus from your knowledge base?
Guess what? You just proved my point.
Yeah, you're right, Darth. I proved your point over and over again, but can we talk about Jesus?
Okay. Well, there's no point in talking about Jesus because everything you know about Jesus that you reject. You've already rejected Jesus, right?
Right, but I
Is
want
there
to know.
something?
I want to
Is
know.
there something that you don't know about the Jesus of the Bible?
Is there something I don't know about Jesus in the Bible? Yes, I want to know. Did he really walk on water?
Okay. Well, you know that the in the gospel accounts that is detailed, but you reject that as not necessarily being
Do you
historical.
believe that he walked
Now,
on water?
okay, I'll be glad to explain to you what I think. I called in to ask you a question about your
Yeah,
atheism.
and I already said I'm not going to answer any questions about my worldview. I want you to assume I'm wrong about everything and I'm inconsistent and everything. I want you to assume the worst of me, but I want to ask questions about Jesus. I want to know if you believe Jesus actually walked on water.
Fake. You're a fake.
I want to know if you actually believe Jesus walked on water.
You're going to manipulate the conversation.
I want to ask if you believe Jesus actually did miracles. Do you really believe that, Darth?
Because you don't want to have a free
Darth, do you believe that Jesus Christ walked on water? Yes or no?
time. You just proved my point.
Yeah, I will always prove your point. You're right about everything, Darth. I want to know, do you believe Jesus Christ actually walked on water? I got Darth Dawkins to hang up on me. You know, it's so unbelievable, hilarious. This is how you deal with precepts. You give them whatever they want. You prove my point, Pinecreek. Yes, I proved your point. You can't account for anything. Yeah, I can't account for anything. Can we talk about Jesus now? This is the, hey, I'm going to do a shout out to Revealed Apologetics. What's his name? Eli. Eli, I hope you just witnessed what happened here. Now, you can call me evasive and all those things. I don't care. In fact, I'll say, yeah, I was evasive. I didn't want to talk about my worldview. Fine. What do you expect from someone who's under the power of Satan, right? But even as a precept, if I have questions about Jesus, if I want to pick Darth Dawkins' brain about what he believes about Jesus and what he doesn't, isn't that reasonable if we're talking about, I mean, if you're a Christian and you want to talk about Christianity and Jesus? I think that's very reasonable. Now, of course, I can't account for reason, but that's okay. I mean, the whole goal of presuppositional apologetics is to shut the mouths of unbelievers. And that's what Darth Dawkins' mission is. But it doesn't work. Presuppositional apologetics doesn't work for that. Because here I am talking.
By the way, did you get that Tom Rabbit?